Hi there, BookTube! My name is Christina and I so much hope that I'm kinda, almost, maybe on focus, I'm not even sure. But today I'm here finally with my summer TBR. If you've been following me for quite a while, then you know that I'm quite a mood reader. This means that I have no fixed TBR, but I have a seasonal TBR just to keep in mind what are the books that I'm most interested in that period. So I have here a bunch of books, but those are not all of the books that I will read this summer, or by all means all of the books that these are books that I will actually read during this summer, because well, that also happens quite often. I set for myself some books and then they just drift away from me somehow. And let's start with the very first one. That's precisely the case about which I was talking. And here we have Anne of Green Gables. Yes, friends, here it is. Again on my TBR. It's summer again. So this summer, I don't know, I promise to myself I will read this book. I wanted to read it for so long. I love this edition, it's just so beautiful, and Anne of Green Gables really sounds like something happy and dreamy and just perfect for spring or summer, but for me it really resonates with summer for whatever reason. So this summer I will read it. So I will try and read it in June. That's the deal. I will. And I will try to make a review about it so that you will know for sure that I've read it. That's how serious I am about this one. Then the second book that I have on my list is actually, again, something quite challenging for me. That one was a book that I was kind of neglecting for quite a while, and here I have a book in in French, because yes, I've read my first book in French of the year during this spring, and I'm so glad that I've done it, or almost done it. I'm finishing it right now. So since I'm still in the mood and I discovered that I've not forgot my French, and yay for me because of that, I will go on with the mood and I will read one more book in French. This one is quite short. It's like 250 pages. It's written in a little bit of a small font, but who cares? It's La Princesse de la Nuit by Marion Zimmer Bradley. So again, an English author and the book is translated, but I received this one in a subscription box when I was still subscribed to the service, so I have it in French, so why not to read it in French? And it's shorter, way shorter than the usual books by Marion Zimmer Bradley. And this is a fantasy and a love story, I believe, with a bit of magical elements. I'm just in for reading in French, nothing more. I literally remember so little about this book, but I just want to read it because it's in French, and I'm trying not to forget that language, because let's face it, if you never use a language, you will sooner or later forget it. So I'm trying to stick to my goals this year. And the next book that I have here is actually a book that I wasn't planning to read precisely this summer, but it just happened because it's a buddy read and I'm so happy about it. Buddy reads, they really got me excited, and this one is Beautiful Broken Things, and it's a buddy read that I will start probably just as soon as I'm filming this video. We will start this buddy read, and this is a book by Sarah Bernard. It's a contemporary all about friendship. We follow three girls, if I'm correct, if I'm recalling it right, and just the ups and downs of friendship. So nothing too heavy, nothing too complicated, just a perfect summer read in that sense, and it's foily, so you may see it like changing colors here and there. And I will be buddy reading this one with a lovely watcher of BookTube. She doesn't have a channel yet, but I hope that she will in the future, and I will let you know my thoughts on the buddy read experience and on this book as soon as we will start and finish it. It's 300 and something pages, so it's not supposed to be too difficult to get through, and with the buddy I hope that it will be even faster. So this is something that I just added to my summer TBR. And then the next book that I have here is again one that really screamed summer for me, or spring for whatever reason, probably because of the illustration on the cover and the general theme, and I was dying to start reading something by this author, and this is Wildwood Dancing by Juliette Marillier. This is the first book. There is a companion book that I also own, but I want to start from the very beginning. Just look at how beautiful this cover is. I love it so much. And this is about magic and fairy kind of setting. Just let me read you what's written here. 5 adventurous sisters, 4 dark creatures, 3 magical gifts, 2 forbidden lovers, 1 enchanted frog, cross the threshold into the wildwood and enter a land of magic, daring, betrayal, and true love. So again, I'm in for the ride, and this one is more on a longer kind of side. It's like 400 and something pages, so it's a little bit heavy, but yeah, I think that it will be a perfect summer read for me. And then I have 3 more books. One is actually an unknown book yet, because I'm in for one more buddy read this summer. We're planning to buddy read a book together with Le Petit Photographe, Rivali, and I'm always shouting out her channel, so just go watch her content, she's lovely, and we're deciding what book we will read, and so that one will end up on my TBR. And there are 2 more books, and I will read them in an ebook form. So the first one is Bookish Boyfriend, and yes, it's a contemporary. It's cheesy as it may sound, and I believe that it will be kind of a guilty pleasure read. The premise is that of 15 or 16 years old young girl who moves into a school together with her friend and her sister, and they discover that in that school all of the boys, they seem to come out like out of pages of Jane Austen or something like that. And I don't know much more. I know that it's the beginning of a series, but it just screams summer and mindless kind of easy read, so why not? And the last book that I have here is again an ebook, and it's The Summer of Serendipity. And this is a book that I actually saw a couple of times around in a bookshop here in Italy in English, and then while I was in Ireland too, because well, yeah, this one is set in Ireland, and since last summer I was in Ireland, I really want to get back to that kind of setting. From what I get about this story, it's again like a romance, so perfect for summer in my opinion, and it's about this woman Serendipity who's willing to buy this house, this property, but nobody seems to know whose property it is. So she's desperate to buy this house, and she's trying to figure out whose house it is, and meanwhile she's like delving into all of the myths and legends surrounding this territory. So being in Ireland, I mean, that's just perfect development of things. And then she seems to fall in love with a local man. So I don't really need to know much more. It's Ireland, it's romance, and come on, it's summer. We're allowed like to have some guilty pleasure reads. I hope that you have some too, and let me know down below if you have a guilty read. Like for me in the past it was the Selection series. I binge read it, like literally binge read it as a TV show, and it's a guilty read. It's not my favorite book ever, it's not the best literature that is out there, but it's a guilty pleasure for a reason. So let me know down below if you have something like that. I'm so curious, because I believe that summer is just perfect for that genre, let's call it genre or category of books. And this is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye! Ciao!